And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Second down, Murray sets to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to... Murray fighting, lost the football. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, Murray. On the slant, this is Chark. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh, yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Rashard Lawrence, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Just like that.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, he'll buy some time right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Miller. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Wait, that wide, 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Brady's pass.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Again, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up fourth down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brady. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 91 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On play action, now Brady. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
The Alice Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Murray off play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
To number 14.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Wall. Come back.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
For the extra point.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs' 33-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Wait, that 380. System yard. Shadow. Big edge. Check Nicholas.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field. despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Tackle made by Chase Young.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Buccaneers.
Let's go, D. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called.
33-yard line.
Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Here's Matt Gay now for the Bucs field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.